Hello everybody, welcome back to Which Dreamed It. Now, I'm going to be really interested today because obviously I'm always interested to learn more about Takuji and Hasaki and their overall situation, and learning more about some of the threads that haven't yet been told to us fully, like for example why Hasaki was going to stay here. We need to know also Kimura's attachment and how that grew on him as well. I suppose, I mean, it's easy to reason out why it happened. It's just something that I feel the visual novel creators, they should give us. I don't know, I just don't really think it would be complete if we didn't see how Kimura changed. It's going to be really interesting to learn more about Master and just in general who the Minakamis truly are. I really do wonder who Minakami Yuki is. It really is a puzzling question. I think she genuinely existed as well. I don't know. But if I'm going to be honest, I don't know how long I'm going to last today. This is either going to be a video that spans everything I want to do on Friday, but maybe I'm going to be too tired. I mean, my part-time job, I have had a pretty chaotic shift today. And yeah, I might need to go to sleep. So in the worst case scenario, this video is going to release on Saturday. Well, it'll be Sunday at like maybe 4 AM. But yeah, who knows? Let's see. Right, let's just get a bit of context. Where should we go from? Oh, it's so funny seeing Master just completely force Kimura to get Hasaki's stuff. Oh god, that stuff about the underwear, that was so awkward. I mean, this guy literally took the entire closet, I think. I mean, who does that? But to be fair, I mean, it is understandable. Also, Master has a boyfriend. But to be fair, remember when I was saying I was tired? I'm on a lot of caffeine at the moment, so who knows? Anyway. No, it's really weird because I'm on a lot of caffeine, yet I'm tired at the same time. It's a bit odd, the balance between it. Yeah, no, I don't blame her. I really don't. Yeah, this is painful. It really is. I can't imagine what she must have to go through. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like a situation like this is very unusual. I just feel like something like this must be especially hard because it must be so hard to find people who relate, to find people who understand about just what the hell she is going through. It's not something that happens to everybody. Well, it happens to barely anybody, so I just hate that, having an issue that is so uncommon that it's really hard to relate. And if anything, I remember when I had this really uncommon illness that really, really hurt my stomach. I was kind of like that. I had nobody I could relate to. I just had to soldier through it and just pray it'd go. It luckily did go, but still. Yeah, God, he's so direct. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is odd. I really do wonder if someone went on a killing spree. Like, I'm being serious. It's so weird. Could this maybe have been something that led to a divorce between Mamiya... What, Takuji's No, Takuji's father died. There's some very, very weird stuff going on with the White Lotus Association. There is political significance in it, so I do wonder if they would go as far as murder. Because some very, very corrupt political operations, they will go as far as murder. Very corrupt, though. But then again, I mean, this does sound like religious, occult-related things, so... yeah, it just screams the word evil to me sometimes. Yeah, God, I think this is just... for such a remarkable person to go to what Takuji became, it really does feel like a curse. Just something that is so odd that is supernatural. That's why I love stories like these. I mean, they really just show you the severe extent to which the mind can change, really. How did the father die? So the father died and Yuki gave her life for someone... well, sorry, Toshiro's daughter gave her life. We don't actually know if her name is Yuki or not. I mean, it's likely, because Takuji was saying Yuki ne. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't tell if my eyes were open or closed. A world without light, yeah, fitting, considering this is the background. There was light. When my eyes focused, I saw that I was within a faint light. This isn't my ceiling. Oh. Here we are. I jumped up and checked my surroundings. Feels very weird, this different tint. It's just that little bit darker. God. I really like all of the alcohols. I do wonder where the tradition of bar-related, just alcohol arrangements came from. Because I've not seen a single restaurant, especially the restaurant I work in. I mean, they always try to really artistically and categorically separate their alcohols. There's so many different types, so it's unbelievable. Must be very hard to procure all of that stuff. Oh, that's right, I'm okay. I've been staying here at the bar since yesterday. Yeah, God, I don't blame her for forgetting. What time is it? I would normally be able to tell the time of the day from the sun streaming in through the window, but in this darkness I couldn't tell at all. Yeah, fair. I looked at the clock. It was just after 9 AM and yet this place is so dark. But then again, I mean, the lights are turned off, so I suppose it makes a bit of sense. I do wonder, because we haven't actually seen the outside of Hakushukyo. Wait, no, I don't think it's underground, because it has a rooftop. Why would it be underground if it had a rooftop? But we have never seen the outside of Hakushukyo. I looked at the clock, it was just after 9 AM. The bar's interior is always dark, even during the day. God, that's really bad. Yeah, according to Master, the walls and doors are thick so that gang members can't break in. Yeah, because he was a bouncer for the Yakuza. He's probably made a lot of drugs. I meant to say grudges. Bars where gangs would gather used to be built with unusually heavy walls and doors to protect against break-ins. That's interesting, I didn't realise that. Ah, but of course that only happens in other countries. I'm surprised. in a way, the bar is a lot safer than the house. Yeah. When the doors are locked, no one can come in. And no one can see in from the outside. And nobody can break in as well with very, 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 very thick walls. Yeah, you can see the material there. It makes sense for that to be really thick. Huh? Did I just hear someone knock? This shouldn't be when Tomo-ni-san comes. I couldn't imagine any customers coming at this time of day. Ah. Are you up? Oh. Stood in front of the large door. I raised my voice a little to answer.
Kimura-san desu ka?
Is that you, Kimura-san?
Kimura. Oni no Kimura. Journalist of the year, Kimura.
Yeah, it's me, Kimura. The demon Kimura. The journalist Esquire. Kimura, what does Esquire mean, or how do you pronounce it?
Esquire.
Oh, right, okay, Esquire. A polite title appended to a man's name when no other title is used. Oh, right, okay. Alright then. It's also used for lawyers. Title added after a man's name on envelopes and official documents. Yeah. So it's just being used because there's no other titles to be used.
何ですかそれ
What's that?
あれからいろいろ動きあったよ。新重大情報も掴んだんだよ。
There have been a lot of new happenings. I got some valuable new info. Interesting.
あの後も調べてたんですか
You investigated some more?
うん。全然寝てないんだよ。すごいでしょ。
Relatable.
入れてよ。
Yeah, I haven't slept at all. Isn't that amazing? Well, actually, yeah, it is. You're so absorbed in your work that you would destroy sleep over it. I mean, okay, I get that that's very unhealthy, but at the same time, I think that shows that he's properly dedicated to his job. So, in a way, yeah, sure. I think it's amazing. Let me in. Oh, he's trusted. What should I do? Master told me not to let anyone in until he got back, but...
まあいいか
Well, okay.
おはよう、Hasakiちゃ
I
ん。
hate this guy's sprites. I mean, what the fuck is his expression? Why does he have a tooth? Visible, just on the top right of his mouth like a kid would. I just don't like this guy's sprites. Okay, I think everything is good apart from the facial expressions. He really fucked them up, if you ask me. Good morning, Hasaki-chan. What the fuck is this eye? I mean, could you imagine in real life just seeing somebody with really long hair and then seeing their eye just casually being a layer ahead of their hair? It's just wrong. Good morning, Hasaki-chan.
元気ですね
You're awfully chipper.
寝てないからね。
Fair. It's because I haven't slept.
まあ、お酒ちょうだいよ。ウイスキー。
How can I have a beer? Whiskey, please. Is she even old enough to serve?
まだ営業時間じゃないのに
We're not open yet. I reluctantly stood at the counter, even though I usually work back in the kitchen. Based. Same here.
ご飯は食べたのですか
Have you eaten yet?
食べてない。っていうか、はさきちゃん料理できるの？
Nope. Can you cook, Hasaki-chan? Now this is when you go into a walk-in fridge and you get anything that is ready to eat. Or you just whip up a dessert. Nope. Can you cook, Hasaki-chan? Ice cream maybe? I don't
ま
know.
あお店の手伝い程度でしかやったことありませんが
Well, the only cooking I've done is here at the bar.
はい。
Yay!
何にしますこれがメニューです
What do you want? This is the menu.
セロリの浅漬けと ペンネアラビアータとマルガリータピザと
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but hearing Japanese people say margarita pizza, that's hilarious. What is it? Penne al arabiata. What is it? Oh, it's pasta. Alright. I've seen this type of pasta before. I've always seen it referred to as penne. I never knew it had such a long name. Also, I spelled it wrong. Oh, yep. I spelled it wrong in part 2. Looks quite nice, honestly. Looks a bit generic, but... yeah, restaurant quality penne. That must be really quite nice. Right. Okay. Pickled celery though, that's very weird. Actually, I want to look up what pickled celery looks like. Oh, it's just what I expected, really. Looks quite nice. And a margarita pizza. And Jesus, dude, how much work have you been doing?
セロリの浅漬けは切らしてま
That's
す。
fun.
まだ仕入れに行っていないので。
We're out of celery. We haven't restocked yet.
ならウイスキーアドービックのね1000
This
年
person's definitely drunk. Then a whiskey aged 1,000 years.
そんなウイスキーありません。
We don't have any whiskey like that.
なら10年でいいや
10 years then. What are we seeing now?
はさきちゃん料理うまいねすごく美味しいよ
Oh my god, his face! Ah, you're a good cook, Hasaki-chan. Tastes great. That's good. Good for her. Tomo-san is missing out whenever he rejected Hasaki's food. I just find it interesting that Hasaki has to remind herself of the situation and she doesn't instinctively realise that she's been there at the bar. I mean, it's subtle, it probably doesn't really tell us much about her personality, but it's just interesting because it's different to how I'd think. It is, totally. Yeah, and if people are potentially going to be investigating your house as because of the fact that they are going to get more immersed in the conspiracy, and they're obviously going to begin asking questions, or they may target Hasaki. No way. It's not safe at all.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
あとお酒おかわりグレンファークラス1億年
You're so drunk. Oh, and I need a refill. A Glenfarclas from the year 1 billion. What is a Glenfarclas? Oh, it's a whiskey. Right. I swear I've seen that whiskey.
大丈夫ですか？
Ha!
いかですよ。
There is a thing called not serving alcohol to people. sometimes. I'm gonna get that this guy's had a hard day of work, but refuse service. You save on alcohol as well. You can use it. You can use more of your bottle. You don't waste it on one person, I suppose. As well, maybe. That's another advantage of doing so. Are you okay? You're bright red.
君に恋してるのかな
Have I fallen for you? What? Oh god.
あははは何僕の言葉にドキドキした大人の魅力に酔いしれたかな
To be fair, Hasaki is Takuji's age, apparently. Still a bit creepy, but okay. Well, of course it's fucking creepy. This guy, she's 18 at the oldest, and this guy's a grown man. Did your heart skip a beat? Are you intoxicated with my adult charm?
酔ってるのは木村さんだと思いますが、
Seriously?
後ろ
I think you're the one who's intoxicated. Not, behind you.
後ろ
Behind me?
なんで木村なんか入れてるのよ
Dude, did this guy literally kick Kimura so that he went on the floor? Why did you let Kimura
な
in?
んかいろいろと新情報調べたからって言
Yeah,
われたから
that ship sailed. He said he found some new information.
そんなのに釣られないでよまったく不用心ね
Don't let him fool you like that. You're so careless.
と
何やってるんですかごそごそと
What are you doing? You're looking for something.
ああ財布からお金抜いてるのよその後、
Okay.
外に捨てておかなきゃいけないから
I mean, reasonable. He's had food that Hasaki has made for him, and he's also drunk a lot of whiskey. I mean, the flushing on his face, the abnormally high temperatures that his body is giving him, they explain themselves, really. I'm taking money out of his wallet before I throw him out.
そんなぼったくりバーみたいなことダメです
Can't rip people off like that. Yeah, you can't steal money. Even if they need to pay, you can't steal their money.
それで木村の新重大情報って
So what's this new information you were talking about?
すごいですよ僕のことを本物のジャーナリストだって見直しますよ
God, he's gonna be drunk while telling us this. This is gonna be a long ride. It's amazing. You'll understand what a great journalist I am now.
ああそんなもんなくてもあなたは典型的なマスコミよ大丈夫真のジャーナリストだから悪い意味で
You're so awful. Oh, you don't have to convince me. You're a perfect example of a mass media scum. Truly, you are a real journalist, and that's not a compliment.
真のジャーナリストそうですよねマスターもそう思いますよね
I mean, I get that he totally looks down on journalists, but I suppose at least you're good enough at your qualifications for people who hate journalists like Master to admit that you are one. Is that a good or bad thing, though? I can't tell. That's right, I'm a true journalist. Don't you agree?
ああ分かったからその新情報って
Yeah, I got it. Now what's this new information?
ですね昨日ネットに貼り付いてたら杉宮駅周辺で誰かあれらしいって書き込みがあったんで杉宮に行ったんですよ
The only thing I could think of is people getting strands of Zakudor's hair and burning it. So that their faith in Mr. Stop saying Mr. Kyuseishu-sama. Oh my fucking god. Their faith in Kyuseishu-sama increases. It will happen exponentially. Well, I was looking around online and there were posts saying something was happening around the station in Suginomiya. So I went out to Suginomiya.
それで
And
杉宮だったら例の飛び降りがあったマンションじゃないかって貼ってたんですけど二人の女子が来たんですよ
it might be Megu and Satoko. Oh, I hope it is. That would be interesting. Suginomiya is where I saw that. Where that girl committed suicide. So I stood watch at that apartment building. I saw two girls there.
で
I And
何か拾って帰ったんですよ。
they picked something up and took it home. You sound very surprised for something that seems so boring. How vague. They picked something up and took it home.
それのどこが新情報なのよ。
What did they pick up though? How's that new information?
まずですね、その女の子2人が北高の生徒だったんですよ。
First of all, those two girls were Kita High students.
だからそれのどこが重大情報なのよ。
God, he really hates journalists. Mass media scum. Love the insult. But why does he hate the mass media? And why does Takuji hate the mass media? And why? They're both connected. They are very, very connected, these two people. Why do they both have a common hatred for the mass media? Is what I'm trying to say is the really bad thing that caused Takuji to be traumatized? Was it ostracized by the media, or just really misrepresented by them? Misrepresented. That's really what I was going to just say just then. But why should we care about this amazing new information of yours?
その2人、赤坂めぐと北見里子って子なんですよ。
So, those two girls are Akasaka Megu and Kitami Satoko.
で
And
この2人って自殺した高島ザクロをいじめていた学生なんです。
they're the most disgusting people in the world. I do find it odd. It's the most fucked up. It is the most morally fucked up story I have ever read. It's my own invention. These people, they basically have what happened to Zakuro, happened to her, happened to them, but obviously way worse. No, not way worse. Zakuro had it worse, but I mean, these people were they're completely dehumanized and they deserve every single bit of it. They have what they did to Zakuro happened to them. The only thing is nobody's filming, obviously. But I'm not saying that's right. It's just, it's satisfying to see them get what they deserve. Make bullies get a taste of their own medicine. But it's not right. None of it is right. All of it's wrong. They did get a taste of their own medicine, but that doesn't mean it's right. Even though these are some of the most awful people I've ever read in visual novels in general, these people are they're downright evil. There are some people who just exist to be evil and just to ruin others' lives. These are those type of people.
何の確証があって言ってるの。
Yeah, good point. If you can't access the underground message board because Takuji only lets a certain amount of people in, what proof?
ですね、実はもともと僕は麻薬汚染の取材してたんですよ。 その過程で数人の北高の学生の名前が出てきたんです。
Such a weird word to type. Ah, right. Rapid increase in the number or amount of something. Okay. Well, I was originally investigating the proliferation of illegal drugs. Several Kita High students' names came up.
この2人の女子生徒は関係者として何度も名前が出てきたので前から調べていたんです。
That's awful. I mean, it's not surprising these guys. Look at, for example, who Megu's boyfriend is. These two girls came up in my investigations more than once, so I already investigated. Yeah, proper scums of the earth. Jesus Christ, I will never forget just Satoko, if anything, kind of proudly saying... Wait, no, actually, no, it wasn't proudly. I think it was just background information being given on her, but just what she's done in terms of torturing, and I swear there was one time where she cut something on a woman. Yeah. There was another time where I swear there was something related to fire as well. Yeah, there's... Okay, the two things that I don't really want to say them out loud, to be honest. But yeah.
以前に
They're
い
criminals.
じめが原因と思われる事故が北高シー島であったことも突き止めています。
There was an incident in the past which could have resulted from bullying on Kita High's Building C. I think it's so funny that Takuji has just completely got enough evidence to totally shut the school down. Oh yeah, Megu's father is going to lose his job.
は
And his daughter.
あ、それが
But I
どう
don't
いう
really
意味
think
があ
he'd
る
care
の？
about that, to be honest. What does that mean?
すごい
What? Amazing.
何が？
What is?
ここまで調べ上げた僕すごい
Dude, this is serious information. I don't care that you're amazing. Read the fucking atmosphere of the situation. This is just disrespectful. I mean, okay, I'm particularly biased because I root for Zakuro. But even if I didn't, this is still disrespectful. I'm amazing for finding this all out.
すごくないわよ。何もわからないじゃないの。
You're not amazing, you don't know anything.
何言ってるんですか。謎は一気になんか解けませんよ。徐々に解けていくものです。
Fair, but you're arrogant, man. What are you talking about? You can't solve a mystery in one day. It takes time.
なら全部解いてから言いなさいよ。途中経過なんていらないわよ。
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's just stated facts that, let's be honest, we already know. I mean, the thing is, what are the knock-on effects? Oh god, it feels like I'm in geography lesson now. Temporal, spatial effects. Knock-on effects, evaluation. Throughout your essay.
そんなここまで情報を集めるのだって大変なんですよ。
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's hard to gather the information, so you've compiled it, but dude, even I can do that. Sorry, I've got this cut on my hand that's stinging a bit, so I just need to put some silicone in it. There we go.
それがあんたの仕事でしょうが。
I love that. He's acting like he is God for doing well at his job, but that's your job.
仕事だとしても全然寝てないんですよ。残業で言えば24時間働いてる計算です。
I remember there was this one time when I was working where I completely forgot to clock out, and then I just go to my phone and I look at my shift timetable the next day because I had 2 shifts in a row. You have been working for 23 hours and 50 minutes. So true. It's my job, but I haven't slept at all. I'm working 24 hours overtime.
寝てない自慢とかどれだけうざいのあんた。
I should tell some people I know at school that. You're proud because you're not getting any sleep? Are you stupid? You're not gonna get laid if you keep talking like that, you know? Dude, this guy's fuck prostitutes only. He's not gonna get laid.
なぜそうなる。
What does that have to do with it? Let me guess, your body has to be in peak performance. Or something
寝
ridiculous.
てない自慢はうざいって有名な話よ。女の子にモテる子ならそんなこと言わないわよ。
Everybody knows that it's annoying if you tell them about how little sleep you get. Popular guys don't talk about that stuff. No, you don't have to be a popular guy to get laid.
僕は例外です。
What? I'm an exception.
どんな例外だよ。
I just love this guy's voice. It makes a really, really fun scene. This has got to be some of my favourite, well, more comedy-based moments, I think, in the entire VN. Kagami as well. Oh, I miss Kagami. She was so fun to watch everything about. I wonder if we're going to see her in Chapter 7. What kind of exception would that be?
木村さんは彼女さんいるんですか？
Do you have a girlfriend, Kimura-san?
葉崎ちゃんと僕は付き合うために今まで素人童貞だったんだよ。
Oh, Jesus Christ, you are weird. I've decided to preserve my chastity until we start dating, Hasaki-chan.
痛いです。
Who punched him? Was it the master? Oh, he has a cunning expression. Bet you it was him. That hurt.
あんた多分30過ぎても素人童貞よ。
He's technically not because he's fucked prostitutes, but at the same time, I do kind of get what he means. You're over 30 and you're still a virgin.
なんで僕みたいな仕事ができて優しくてユーモアもある完璧な男が。
I mean, to be fair, you're a bit irritating, but at the same time, he is kind. I won't deny that. He's a bit weird, and he says way too much, but at the same time, I think he is kind. It's actually quite surprising that he's found nobody. Why? I'm such a what the fuck is... I'm such a perfect, nice, hard-working, funny guy. And overconfident.
なんでその年まで素人童貞なのよ。
Then how did you stay a virgin this long?
それ葉崎ちゃん、君に出会うこの時を待っていたんだよ。
That's because I was waiting for the moment I met you, Hasaki-chan.
風俗に行く人間が言うな。
What the fuck is that? No. Do things like that actually exist? Wait, I'm just genuinely curious. Oh, right. So this is just slang for a strip club with female performers. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'm just searching online. Stripper tips. 12 things every strip club customer should know. And then just one of the tips. If you give a girl $5, she will spend more time with she'll spend more time with you. Oh my god, the internet is a weird place. I'm not reading that. Don't give her that romantic spiel. I know you only go to the titty bars in town.
マスター、いちいち殴るのやめません？
You sounded a little bit serious. Master, please don't hit me every time I say something. I was just making a joke.
ユーモアって顔じゃないでしょ。
Your face didn't look like you were joking.
Hidoi.
You're so cruel.
葉崎ちゃんはどう思う？
What do you think, Hasaki-chan?
何がですか？
About what?
僕のこと、僕のユーモア。
About me, about my humor.
はあ、大変だなぁと。
You're a lot of trouble.
え？何が？
Oh, so.
あ、いや、そんないつもユーモアを連発されてて、さぞお疲れになるんじゃないかなって。
Oh, I guess I get kind of tired of hearing you make bad jokes over and over.
そう？そうだよね。僕って人に気を使ってどんどん疲れていくタイプだからさ。
Really? I guess you're right. I always go overboard trying to make people laugh, you know? Yeah, I can see that.
大変ですね。
Well, to be fair, he's good. I don't know how to make people laugh for shit. I'm good at... I'll have serious conversation, but I just can't laugh at people. I don't fucking get how people do it. I don't get how people do humor. Genuinely.
そんな僕をどう思う？もちろん異性としてだよ。
Dude, you fucked prostitute. So what do you think of me as a man?
はあ、大変な人だなぁと。
I think you're a lot of trouble.
いや、
She's honest.
僕が大変なのはよく分かってるんだよ。僕はいつでも大変さ。
Oh, I know that I'm a lot of trouble. I'm always getting into trouble.
あんた 大変の意味取り違えてるでしょうが。
Yeah, fair enough. I think you have a different definition of trouble than the rest of us.
大変ってすごいって意味でしょ。それより僕のことどう思う？好きとかない？
Doesn't that mean I'm amazing? God, you are such an egotist. So what else do you think of me? Don't you like me?
好きってほど知り合ってないです
Yeah, seriously, dude, they've only met for a few days. Don't know you well enough for that.
ならこれから知り合っていく感じかな。
Then maybe we can get to know each other better?
ダメよ。このハサキちゃんには好きな人がいるんだから。
He has a boyfriend, so... or she, I don't know. I'd assume he, but... I mean, Tomosana called him... Well, the T slur, basically, so I don't know what the pronouns are. I'll just say he, for... Well... I don't know. I'll just say he, because it makes a bit more sense to me. No way, Hasaki-chan already likes someone else. What? Odd excuse. I love that she doesn't even realise it. Huh?
え、マジで？そいつ誰？
Really? What? Who is it?
それはね。
About that?
そうだ、今日の買い出し行ってくださいマスター。
Wait. Oh, that's right. You need to go to the store, Master. Quick.
そんなの夕方からでいいわよ。
Is it because it's going to get a little bit awkward now? Oh, I can do that later tonight.
その木村さん。
Oh, she's trying to distract everybody. You know, Kimura-san.
え、何？
Huh, what?
もう閉店です。帰ってください。
We're closed. Go home.
まだ開店もしてないし。
We haven't even opened yet. And yet he's had food, he's had alcohol. Oh my god.
はいはい、外に出て行ってください。
That's right, so get out.
うわうわうわ。
Most sane Subarashiki dialogue.
マスター。
He actually got out. Oh my god, Master.
ごめんごめん。
Yeah, it was a bit irritating, let's be honest here. Sorry, sorry.
もう変なこと言わないでください。
Yeah, because he was probably implying that Hasaki likes him, which I don't think is very accurate. Jeez, don't say weird stuff like that.
あら、単なる冗談じゃない。それともマジでそういう人いるの？
Oh, that's just a joke. Or is there really someone you like?
そんなことありません。
Gauzy is getting defensive. I bet you she has a pouncing expression on at the moment. What is it?
もう私買い出しに行ってきます。
Fair. I'm going to the store.
まだお店。
But the store isn't...
行ってきます。
The store isn't even open and yet she's going... Oh, she's probably just wanting to get out of there. Fair enough. I'll be back soon. Why does this all have to happen right in the morning? Oh, I know, it's been really quite busy. Kimura has definitely overstayed his welcome. I looked at the clock, it was just before 11. I said I was going to the store, but then I realised that the store wouldn't be open until noon.
どうしよう。
What should I do? I brought the shop's wallet with me too. If I went back without buying anything, I'd just look dumb.
うん。
Oh well. I haven't gone to see her in a few days. Maybe I should check in on her. Hang on, what? Wait, her as in mother? Oh my god, what? Wait, if she's catatonic though, is she actually going to be able to talk? White Lotus Apartments. Oh my god, I don't even want to imagine how unpleasant the memories associated with this place are. We're so in the dark, but at the same time, it's probably very, very triggering. I really didn't want to come here. Probably just because of how painful it must be. My other relatives have even told me to stay away from her. God, that's sick. I mean, this is her own mother. But I come to the apartment here every few days. The person who abandoned me. The person who denied my existence. Oh, Jesus. That's who lives here. So I won't abandon... She's insanely kind. And of course, that's not because I love her, or even because I'm a philanthropist. I've never heard that word before. A person who seeks to promote the welfare of others. Especially by the... Okay. By the donation of money to others. Okay. And of course, that's not because I love her or even because I'm a philanthropist. Yeah, so I really do wonder why Hasaki was the one who was abandoned. Oh my god, please don't tell me she was an accident. That's a possibility, maybe? Damn well, I hope not, but... Yeah... I mean, Takuji was an illegitimate child, so... If you think about that, what is Hasaki? Ooh, it's ugly. And of course, it's not because I love her or even because I'm a philanthropist. The person who abandoned me. Reasonable. You are incredibly selfless. Jesus Christ. If I abandoned her after she became powerless, I would become no different. I hate her. God, true. Yeah, but her blood runs through my veins. And I don't want to do the same thing as she did. I won't abandon her. She abandoned me, but I won't abandon her. You're such an amazing human being. Because... Oh, I see. Tomo-ni-san was the same way. Tomo-ni-san hated our mother more than anyone. I'm actually quite surprised that he knew about the mother. He tried to protect me. But even Tomo-ni-san couldn't truly hate her in the end. He couldn't throw her away. That's how she ended up like this. And even now... You're such a coward, Tomo-ni-san. Jesus Christ. You always said you were going to kill her, but in the end, you could never do it. If you couldn't do it, then how could I? Tomo-ni-san.
んで、とも兄さんって誰なの?
Oh my god, dude. You are really... You're not stalking her, but like, still, what a coincidence they meet each other at the same place. He's getting into his investigation pretty quickly. Oh, who's Tomo-ni-san? She sounds like a horrible woman. I mean, she was abusive, we know that. She was properly abusive. Helicopter parent. Abusive person who... Well, you want your kids to do well, but you're going to ruin their lives so that they have a future that's... Well, doesn't have to be happy. It's just filled with academic prosperity. What about happiness? That's the impression I get from Kotomi or Sanami. Yeah, this is unusual. It really is, because I'm surprised that Tomonyi-san has any views because of the mother. So I thought the mother went catatonic 7 years ago. I'm very confused as to why this is the case. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot this and come back to it, because I don't get this at all. How is it the case that Tomonyi-san clinging to her, maybe it worsened the pain of her situation? Oh god, lower the DPI. Worsened the pain of a situation that caused her to... The situation that caused her to become catatonic. I don't know. Unusual. Who's Tomonyi-san? God, that must be scary.
はさきちゃんが好きな相手ってそのとも兄さんって人なの？
Oh my god.
何？
Man.
幼馴染のお兄さんみたいな感じかな。
You're creepy. This is serious, man. Don't ruin her atmosphere. She's genuinely thinking about things that are sensitive. But he doesn't know, to be fair. Is that Tomonyi-san guy the person you like? Does one of your friends have a cute big brother?
それってはさきちゃんちょっと大人なお兄さんに憧れちゃったっ
You're
てことだよ
so
ね。
desperate. Oh my god. Does that mean you really do like older guys?
なんでこんなところにいるんですか？
Why are you here? Yeah, seriously.
心配だからさ、はさきちゃんのことを追いかけてきたんだよ。
Okay, I mean, that is reasonable that you were worried about what was happening to her. But I think this is just a little bit of an excuse for saying that you were obsessed and you were... Well, then again, I mean, in his curiosity for what's happening with regards to Takuji, I mean, you have a living, walking, talking source of information. The biggest source of information, i.e. the sister of the person who is undergoing all of these changes. And if you want to learn about the family life, just follow her, seriously. I mean, from an informational point of view, Hasaki is somebody who is very, very good for his endeavours as well, I suppose. Because I was worried I chased after
つ
you.
けてきたの間違いでは？
Yeah, stop sugarcoating it. You mean you followed me?
何言ってるんだよ。何があるかわからないだろ。
Yeah, in
は
your
さきちゃん
opinion,
みた
what
いな
about
か弱き
hers?
娘には僕みたいなお兄さん肌のボディーガードが必要なんだよ。
Bodyguard. That's such a hilarious katakana word. Come on, who knows what could happen, right? A weak young girl like you needs a big, strong bodyguard like me. Dude, she does fucking martial arts. She's not weak. She could probably beat me in a fight.
そうなんですか。木村さんは私のボディーガードをしてくださるんですね。
Oh really? So you'll be my bodyguard, huh?
もちろん。
Of course.
手出してください。
Hold out your hand.
え、何？手つないで歩きたいの？それとも手相？僕見れるよ。
Huh? What? You wanna hold hands? Or can you eat palms? Grab his hand.
よぎょ
Yeah, proving that she's not a very weak woman.
さあ、 この手を振りほどいてください。
Now try to escape.
痛い痛い無理痛いよ外してよ
Oh yes, my favourite bodyguard, the one who is less strong than the person that he's meant to be guarding. That's hilarious. Ouch. Oh, I can't, it hurts. Let me go. I sighed and let his arm go.
私みたいな非力な人間に掴まれただけで自力で外せない人に私を守ることはできないと思います。
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, now what's your justification for the fact that you have quite literally followed her? If you can't even escape a weak young girl's arm lock, I don't think you can protect me. Yeah, exactly.
いや僕文化系だからさそういう体使うの苦手なんだよね。ああでも寝ないのとか得意だよ。
I mean, I suppose he is quite fun, but he's just a bit of a loser, to be honest. He has a passion for his work, which is nice, but yeah, I can definitely see why nobody wants to get with this guy. No, I'm the culture type of guy. I'm not all that strong or good at sports, but I'm really good at other things, like not sleeping. Yeah, no wonder you're not strong or good at sports then. Yeah, seriously, I wonder what his problem is. I looked at Kimura-san's face once more. He had a huge grin on his face. To be fair, he is a little bit obsessive of Hasaki, but I think he's just doing that for a joke. I wonder what if you take away all of the jokes he genuinely thinks. And to be fair, he is probably quite drunk as well, which does influence a lot of what's being said, especially the stupid romance stuff with Hasaki. But I guess he's not a bad person. Yeah, totally. Yeah. And it is very nice that he's willing to report the findings to the people who are very, very concerned with regards, very concerned and also very connected with the Mamiyas and what's going on too. It is nice. And he gives us the information he finds. It must have been hard to get all of that info. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just because he's genuinely passionate and he wants to share his information with people who are going to react to it, for people who are going to benefit, and they're going to take notice of it, and something's going to change as a result of what he has done. That's probably why he does it. Part of it is just because he wants to get information from us, I'm sure. Still, he's always telling us everything, even if he doesn't have to. Yeah, good point, yeah. Even now, he could have just followed me instead of showing his face. And more than anything,
マスターにそれなりに気に入られてるみたいですしね。
that's a good point. Yeah, Master seems to be pretty fond of you, doesn't he? No? What about that? Just the fact that he is good at his job, he's a good journalist. But as a result of that, he is a detestable person who is a quote-unquote mass media scum. I mean, that doesn't sound like somebody who's fond of another person. Master seems to be pretty fond of you, doesn't he?
マスターえ僕そういう趣味ないか
He
ら
already has a boyfriend as
葉崎ち
well.
ゃん一筋だよ
Master? What? No, I'm not into guys. I only have eyes for you, Hasaki-chan. Yeah, seriously, he's taking it out of context. Is he even listening to what I'm saying? Or maybe he just doesn't understand what he's hearing. Yeah, fully. But wouldn't it be a problem if a reporter was so bad at listening? Oh my god, tell me about it. My hearing's fucking horrible, but I managed to get by somehow.
とりあえず内緒であと尾行するのとかやめてください。
Anyway, don't follow me like that, please.
ごめんね
Sorry.
ここまで来たついでですし、ゆうべ私が話していたウェブボットプロジェクト、そのプログラムとか見ていきます？
Well, now that you came all this way, do you remember that webbot project I told you about last night? Do you want to see it?
えあるの
Here.
はい。ここお母さんのアパートですから。
Yes, this is my mother's apartment.
そうなんだ。名前すごいね。そのまんまじゃん。
Oh wow, the name is exactly the same.
でも白レンゲ協会からは名前を勝手に使うなとかなんとか
God.
内容証明とかいう文書が来たことがありますけど。
Yes, but the White Lotus Association tells her not to use their name. They even sent a cease and desist order. What actually? Let me just get a definition. A legal directive issued by a court or... Wait, is this AI answer? Yeah, fuck. Oh my god, man. I hate this. Dude, don't make AI look like something that is a genuine source. I don't trust it. I just don't want AI to give me knowledge. I want things that I know human beings have written. Right, a written notice demanding that the recipient immediately stop an illegal or allegedly illegal activity. It may take the form of an order or an injunction issued by a court or a government agency, or a letter from an act. ... Demand that they stop engaging in illegal or infringe on somebody's rights. Legal directive to do that. Interesting. I wonder what's illegal about her simply saying that she is a member of the White Lotus Association on her house. But then again, I mean, this must be really quite secretive if something like this is illegal and if it requires a cease and desist order.
ああ、じゃあ白レンゲ協会とは関係ないの？
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, because she was fired 7 years ago, wasn't she?
関係ありませんよ。ただ名前が残ってるだけです。今じゃここはお母さんが住んでるのと一日に何度か顔を出すホームヘルパーだけしか来ません。
Not at all. There's only the name left. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Now, only my mother lives here, and the only person who ever comes to see her is the home helper.
君は来てるんだね。
But you came to see her too.
一応娘ですから。どんな形であれ。
I'm her daughter, unfortunately.
どうぞ。
Oh, here we go. It's gonna be exciting. This implies that they are properly political and they are very immersed in the law. They're a very serious organisation. Go ahead.
どうもどうも。
Thank you.
うお！
Yeah, there she is. Her hair is so long, by the way. Well, it does make sense. Whoa. Is she gonna talk?
それお母さんです。
Oh, that's my mother.
ああ、はさきちゃんのお母さんですか？僕木村と言いまして。
Oh, you're Hasaki-chan's mom? My name is Kimura.
無駄ですよ。今のお母さんに何言っても聞こえません。
It's properly scary, if I'm gonna be honest. That's pointless. No matter what you say to her, she can't hear you. Yeah.
聞こえない？
She can't hear me?
はい。
Yes. Kimura-san looked into my mother's face. Jesus fucking Christ. Even when a complete stranger was staring her in the face, she didn't react at all. Kimura continued his bizarre performance in front of my mother for a few seconds before he was finally convinced.
7年前からずっとこんな感じで。
I mean, Hasaki, what she is saying, the only reason that she still cares for this apparently really evil woman is just simply because of the fact that she feels if she abandons her, she's no better, she's no worse. No, sorry, she's no better than what her mother has been doing, and she's no better than her as a person. She doesn't want to be like that, she wants to be the best person she possibly can be, so she chooses to stay here, even though she feels no love for her mother. It's just because of the fact that they're family, let's be honest here. Well, no, let me just get a recap. She doesn't... Does she look after the mother? Or what? How does she eat? I'm sorry, but if you're this irresponsive to everything around you, I'm just surprised that you can firstly eat, secondly stay hydrated, and thirdly... Well, I mean, you are a human being. You need to tend to your life's necessities. How do you do it? I don't get it. I mean, she doesn't exactly look thin. No, she is probably really thin. Well, she's not the thinnest. Yeah, if you get what I mean. But, yeah. Yeah, so she's not abandoning her. That's simply the case. I just wonder how she sustains herself and how she's actually able to live like this for 7 years. She's been like this for over 7 years now. It's fucking insane. 7 years.
お茶飲みますか、木村さん。
Do you want some tea, Kimura-san?
ああ、お構いなく。
Oh, you don't have to do that for me.
冷たいウーロン茶と温かい緑茶、どちらがいいですか？
Do you want cold oolong tea or warm green tea?
ああ、楽な方でいいから。
Probably cold tea then. Whichever one's easiest for you.
メモ取ってるんですか？
Are you taking that? Are you taking notes?
ああ、そりゃあね。それでさ、その
Oh, okay.
7年
Yeah,
前
it's serious.
に何かあったの？
I thought that could have potentially been just a joking comment saying, oh, whichever tea is easiest for Hasaki, I'm going to note that down so whenever Hasaki asks me for tea in the future, I know what to pick. No, it's not like that though. So then, what happened what exactly happened 7 years ago?
教えません。
Very serious. Why? Yeah. Don't blame her. I can't tell you
え、
that.
なんで？
Huh? Why?
メモ取ってるってことは記事にするってことですよね。
Reasonable. You're taking notes because you want to write an article about this, right?
そんなことないよ。そういうのは親族の心情を鑑みてだね。
Why do you want to know then? Not at all. I will consider your family circumstances before doing that.
どっちにしても人に勇気なんてありません。知りたければ勝手に調べてください。
Fair enough. Either way, I don't want to talk about it. Go investigate it yourself if you really want to know.
あはは、手厳しいな。まあ当然といえば当然か。
Her mother has never loved Hasaki, which I think is just nothing short of cruel, but I wonder what Hasaki's relationship to the Mamiya father who died was. But anyway, it's a bit harsh. Well, I don't blame you.
木村さんは兄さん、拓司兄さんを取材してたのですよね。
Kimura-san, it was Nisan. It was Takuji Nisan you were investigating, right?
うん。まあもともとは成り行きだけどね。
Yeah, totally.
でも後半はほとんどそっちに興味がいってたな。
Yeah, at first I was just following leads, but he caught my interest after his name kept popping up.
木村さんから拓司兄さんはどう見えましたか？
What did you think of him? How did you
どう
see
っ
him?
て？
What do you mean?
質問を質問で返さないでください。そのままの意味です。
Don't answer my question with another question. Just answer the question.
どうかな。一言では言い難いよね。 何度か話したことがあって、2回もカメラ壊された。
Well, it's hard to sum it up in a single sentence. I talked to him quite a few times and he broke my camera twice.
正直、今回の事件で中心的な人物である感じがしないというよりは信じたくないかな。
Mamiya Takuji is definitely involved. I do wonder, by the way, if we're ever going to see Kotomi's voice, or we're going to see her as a person, or is she just going to be traumatized? It's properly disturbing. It really is. To be honest, it doesn't feel like he's really a central figure in the recent events. Or rather, I don't want to believe he's involved in all of this. Maybe that's it?
僕が会った間宮拓司は凶暴だし冷酷な感じも受けたけど、でも実際は
The Mamiya Takuji I met was certainly violent and a little bit ruthless, even.
実際は
A bit ruthless. But
このアパートって来客ってあるの？
the homekeeper? Does anyone ever come visit this apartment?
いや、
Yeah.
あまりないですけど、いきなりどうしたんです
I
か？
have a bit of a bad feeling about this. Huh? No, not really. What does that have to do with it?
微妙だけど家が振動してる。この数値は誰かが階段とか上がった音だと思う。
What? The floor was vibrating just now. I think someone's coming up the steps.
階段を上がった音？
It could be the homekeeper. Ooh, I've got goosebumps. You know it's a situation that's dire when this theme is playing. You heard something? Kimura pointed to a strange machine. It was a small machine with a cord that reached the floor.
何ですかそれ？
What's that?
振動監視センサー。通常は機械の故障とか調べる機械なんだけどね。数値変動の独特な動きで人が建物内に侵入した時とかわかるんだよ。
A vibration monitor. Normally it's used to check for broken parts in machines, but you can use it to tell when someone comes into a building by watching the reader. Interesting. Well, I want to look at what it looks like. Oh, this is actually quite cool. Look at that. It really reminds me of seismic equipment. How odd. Normally it's used to check for broken parts in machines, but you can use it to tell when someone comes into a building by watching the readout.
そんな高性能なんですか？
It's that sensitive. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
まあ建物の構造によりけりなんだけど、こういう軽量鉄骨のアパートメントだとわりかし正確に判別がつくよ。
Could you imagine if you had some sort of house that had material that really absorbed vibrations? Or I don't think it's impossible for vibrations to be completely absorbed unless it's engineered to do so, which, let's be honest, well, 999 out of 1,000 houses wouldn't be, but well, maybe even more, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, it must be very accurate. It's interesting that this is here, and I do wonder if this is used for checking whether broken parts of a machine are present. Is that what it is? Yeah. Interesting. Why is this installed? Paranoia potential for Kotomi? I mean, it would make sense considering how traumatized she is, but it's interesting. Who would want to see her? Apart from the homekeeper, obviously. Oh yeah, by the way, it could be Takuji, I don't know. It might actually be. Shows a lack of security as well. That's awfully convenient, isn't it?
もう一度聞くけど、ここって来客は？
The homekeeper, but who else? Let me ask you again. Do people come to visit here? Ever?
ホームヘルパーの方が1日1回来られますが。
Interesting. A maid comes to clean the apartment once a day, but
それって時間は？
what time is that?
夕方からですけど。
That's during the evening. That makes sense why everything's maintained.
この時間に来客予定は？
Are you expecting visitors at this day?
ありません。
This time of day? No.
可能性は？
Who could it be?
親戚が。でも皆さんお仕事がありますし、こんな平日の時間に来られることはないかと。
Why would they want to visit her? Relatives, maybe? But I think they will be working today since it's a weekday.
同業者の尾行、それかネット住人のスネーク？
Maybe someone else in the industry is trailing me. Or maybe it's a snake who tracked us down online. God, I hope not.
どうしましょうか。
What should we do?
僕が出てみるよ。
I'll go check.
それ困ります。もし親戚の方だったら、なんて説明していいやら。
You can't do that. How would I explain that if it was one of my relatives?
でも、もし危ないやつだったら。
Yeah, good point. What if it's someone dangerous?
木村さんにどうにかできるんですか？
Yep, fair enough. Would you be able to do anything?
ああ、はさきちゃんのためなら不可能を可能にするさ。
Of course. For your sake, I'll make the impossible possible.
隠れていてください。
Please just hide.
なんで？今の流れからなんでそうなる？
Dude, this is a serious situation. There's no time for crappy jokes. Huh? Why? Isn't this the part where we
どっちに
kiss?
しろ、木村さんの方がいろいろと危なっかしいです。
God.
とりあえず隠れててください。この包丁をお渡ししておきます。
It would be dangerous if you went out, no matter who it is. So please just hide. Here, take this knife.
わお、柳葉包丁だね。刺したら先端が体内に残っちゃうやつだ。
What does it look like? God, what a sharp knife. Looks quite terrifying. What, is this a sashimi knife? I'm pretty sure the tip will break off if you stab someone with one of these.
とりあえず隠れててください。私が出ますから。
She sounds so pissed off. Just go hide already. Going out. It looks like a very powerful knife for the sashimi knife. Wait. Push him into the closet. Now, what's happening outside? I peered through the peephole and looked out. Interesting. Whoever it was, they weren't standing outside the door. Maybe they're looking at the apartment block that's below. By the way, what happened to that apartment block that was below the one we're currently in? Whoever it was, they weren't standing outside the door. I didn't see anyone out there. And besides, I'm not sure if Kimura-san was right about someone coming up the stairs. I locked the door with the chain and then opened it a little bit so I could see outside. Huh. I unlocked the door right away. Thought so, yeah. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see Hasaki's perspective on this. Oh. Yeah. Nissan was standing outside. Only Tomo-Nissan and the first Yuki-san knew about the White Lotus apartments. Yeah, which meant that it had to be one of those two.
なんでここに
I find it so interesting to think about the fact that this is one of the first times that Yuki begins to see, honestly, Hasaki. It's very unusual because she would normally see these two as Kagami and Tsukasa, but the only thing is she honestly sees Hasaki here. Which I find very odd because after this we do see Kagami's torture, obviously, and she sees Kagami as a person who was genuinely her, but then it's as if the delusions completely fade away and then reality hits and we realise that it's a doll and Tsukasa is never there, which I find very unusual. What I also find unusual is maybe it's just a means of association. Because of the fact that this is an unknown situation, even though Hasaki would normally be... Wait, no, hang on a second. This is a bit unusual because I think initially Yuki interpreted Kagami and Tsukasa. Sometimes I think they were... Well, Hasaki was Tsukasa and Kagami was always a delusion because Kagami was the doll. But other times, I think all of the conversations were just imagined. So sometimes it was Tsukasa being... Sorry, it was Hasaki playing as Tsukasa in Yuki's head, but other times there was nobody there objectively. And I think that's just because she always associates memories, and she'd always associate Hasaki, for example, by the fact that she's living next to her, or she's going into her house. Because of the fact that this is an unknown situation, you can't apply the mind can't apply what it already knows to this situation. So as a result of that, Hasaki is seen as somebody who's real. And it's really unusual, it really is. It's just interesting that a known situation makes it so that the mind is comfortable and it views everything as it would delusionally, but an unknown situation makes reality hit. It's weird. It's so weird. I wonder if that's the vibe... No, it can't be. Why are you here? Oh, you do not realise anything. I was too happy to say anything else. But then I recovered my composure. Yeah, seriously. There was no guarantee that the person before me was actually who I thought it was. I closed the door right away. Almost immediately. Yeah, it could be the bad Takuji. Sorry, I'm not a burglar or anything. Who are you right now? Huh? Who are you? Yeah. My name is Minakami, you see.
水上ゆき。
Minakami Yuki. Yuki-san. Yeah, exactly. This is the replica. But the way she's talking, this isn't the same Yuki-san. This Yuki-san doesn't know who I am. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But she's seeing her as Hasaki, which is the weirdest thing. But I heard that the other Yuki-san had replaced me with two characters called Kagami and Tsukasa. That Yuki-san shouldn't see me for who I am. It's so weird that she does. But it's as if the more the story progresses and the more she finds out about her other personality and the plot, her other personality is delivering, and all of the crimes that he is committing, and just all of the true nature behind the incidents. It's really weird how the more the truth is discovered, the more the veil between the delusions is lifted. It's really unusual. It seriously is. That Yuki-san couldn't see me for who I am. What's going on?
水上ゆきって北高の水上ゆきさんですよね。
Minakami Yuki. You're the Minakami Yuki from Kita High, right?
はあ。なんで知ってるの？
Yes. Wait, how did you know? I knew it. This isn't the same Yuki-san I knew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then why doesn't she think that I'm the twin sister? I know, it's weird.
ご用件はなぜゆきさんが
What did you come here for, Yuki-san?
あ、いや。
Oh, nothing. Wait, let me just get a recap. What was the exact reason that Yuki had arrived here? We're gonna be doing. Oh yeah, good, I found the right place, right. Oh wait, so did she GPS locate the weapon project? So she was late to school, time is exactly noon. Yeah, so the location on the map of that strange page. I don't understand why the location of Kotomi's house is quite literally listed on a map. Yeah, it might be an occult looking research facility. That's what its market was. It's advertised. Yeah, the new White Lotus Association Webbot Research Facility. It sounds so professional, even though it's just an apartment of somebody who has lost touch of reality. Yeah, the new White Lotus Association. That's unusual. Yeah, so Yuki obviously goes out of curiosity. Yeah, but I suppose she was late to school. She woke up at noon, and instead of going to school, even though the Wakatsukis would be mad in her eyes, Kagami in particular, she just bites the bullet and thinks, what am I gonna miss out from this? I like her thinking. Well, it's a bit idiotic if she wants to do well at school, but She doesn't give a fuck. It is. That's the weird thing. I was at a loss for words. If nothing else, I could be sure that this wasn't the same Yuki-san I knew.
上がりますか?
Do you want to come in?
What?
Huh.
うちに上がります.
Do you want to come into the house? Mum and Kimura-san were inside. I'm surprised Hasaki actually calls Kotomi Mum. Kimura-san was hiding, so we wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, good point. There was no need to hide my mother. Maybe I could even tell what sort of person this Yuki is from her reaction when she sees her.
なら少しお邪魔していいかな?
Well, I guess if I wouldn't be a bother.
はい。
You won't be. She stepped into the apartment. I find it interesting that there's so much about Tomo-ni-san that we haven't really seen. Tomo-ni-san always scowled when he stepped into this apartment. And he would always look at our mother from afar. For some reason, Yuki-san would always pat me on the head after she saw me. That's sweet, but I don't blame her. It's an immensely tough situation for Hasaki, and she's being very, 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 very kind doing all of this for her. For some reason, Yuki-san would always pat me on the head after she saw my mother there. How will this person react? Yeah.
飲み物は何がいいですか?
What would you like to drink?
お気遣いなく.
Oh, don't worry about me.
ウーロン茶大丈夫ですか?
Does oolong tea sound fine? Interesting the element of fear in Hasaki's voice, but I don't blame her. This Yuki could be anyone, and it's not a known situation too. Does oolong tea sound fine?
大丈夫.
Oh, sure. I love the little sweat drop. That's hilarious. Oh, sure. I made some oolong tea for Nissan. Yeah, totally reasonable. It's sick. I mean, Jesus Christ, these people are fucking related. Yet at the same time, it's as if they don't even know each other. Well, it's not as if they don't know each other. They don't know each other. Both of them don't. It's mutual. It was the first time I ever needed to act so polite around my brother. Takuji Nisan couldn't see me. Tomo Nisan and the previous Yuki-san both talked to me like a normal sibling would. Yeah. But the new Yuki-san always saw me as two twin girls I've never heard of. Yeah. So this was new for me. She's changing the more she unveils this conspiracy. Ooh, isn't that funny? Because Takuji is somebody who is so distant from reality that when Yuki... So when Takuji is ridiculously distant from reality, so when Yuki tries to expose the reality of Takuji's delusions, and when she tries to get to something that's reasonable, logical and true, her delusions decrease. Her naturally occurring delusions decrease. And I wonder if that's just because of the fact that she's trying to use her head for reasoning more, and obviously delusions don't add up to the objective and what is actually there. Well, then again, I mean, I suppose they can, because what's objectively there for you? Well, no, it isn't objective. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. Yeah, reasonable. So this is new for me.
その前になんで君僕の名前とか知ってるのか聞いてい
Could
い
you
か
imagine if she just truly said, because you are my brother? But wait, no, I thought I was a woman. And then identity crisis time. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yuki is obviously very puzzled at the fact that this stranger knows so much about quote unquote her. Sorry, done now. But before that, could I ask you why you know my name?
ごめんなさい。そうですよね。少し不気味でしたよね。
Sorry, you're right. That was a little creepy, wasn't it?
いやそうではなく
Oh no, that's not what I mean.
私、間宮葉咲って言いまして。
My name is Mamiya Hasaki.
間宮葉咲え間宮
Mamiya Hasaki. Huh? Mamiya?
はい。ゆきさんのクラスの。
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine saying this to somebody? Yes, he's in your class.
間宮拓司
Mamiya Takuji.
拓司は父です。
Takuji is my father. Oh yeah, none of that. I remember the shitty joke that she makes.
え
Huh. I couldn't tell. Yeah, fair enough. I couldn't tell how much she actually knew about me, so I gave her a completely ridiculous answer. Just like Yuki-san taught me. That's interesting. Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. And I suppose how gullible they are, how much they are willing to doubt what they have actually heard. When someone asks you a question, giving a nonsensical answer allows you to understand something about that person, such as how well they know themselves, and just in general how they react in a situation that's unknown. The slower they are to react, the less they know about themselves. Yeah, that's interesting. It's strange using a technique on Yuki-san. yeah, totally. That I originally learned from Yuki-san.
それって
That's...
冗談です。
It was a joke.
ですよねって冗談かよ
Alright. What, a joke?
拓司は私の夫です。
Takuji is my husband? Huh,
冗談です。
that was also a joke. Lol,
Yeah.
so funny.
もういいから
Yeah, it's just creepy. No, enough of that already. So, is she going to say what she's learned? Excuse me.
少し打ち解けられたらと思って。
I just thought that it would break the ice. It's a very awkward situation, and she's quite nervous.
いやまあなんというかそんなお気遣いとかなくても
No, well, you don't have to worry about me.
すみません。
Excuse me. Ah, it seemed like a joke Yuki-san would have told, but the new Yuki-san didn't find it funny, and yeah, rather than that, she just found it totally creepy. Yeah, so it's interesting. That obviously implies that they have different personalities, different ways of perceiving humour. It seemed like a joke Yuki-san would have told, but the new Yuki-san didn't find it funny. It was painfully clear that this wasn't the same Yuki-san I knew. Yeah, I agree.
本当は私は間宮拓司の妹です。
The truth is, I'm Mamiya Takuji's little sister. Yeah. I do find it very interesting that she says, it is a reasonable claim though. I don't really think you should do this in society because obviously, if you give somebody a nonsensical answer, it will judge their confidence because obviously if they believe the nonsensical answer, that shows that they have a real lack of confidence in whatever they're asking about. But, yeah. Oh god, I can't stand it when people give you nonsensical answers, actually. For example, let's say you want something. Hello, can I have some food? And then the people say, they give you a nonsensical answer. They say, nah, you can't have any. But that's a joke. And I will tell you, I fucking hate it with a passion when people make jokes like that. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I hate it with a genuine passion. So I suppose that could tell other people about me. Not necessarily how much I know myself in this example I've given, but still. Yeah, it's a test. The truth is, I'm Mamiya Takuji's little sister.
妹さん
Little sister?
はい。
Yes. Yeah. She apparently recognized, but she didn't even know that I was his sister. She didn't even know that I was his sister. It's just so contradictory. It feels so weird. The fact that a boy is talking to you and yet you are using she. But that's not because, I don't know, any transgender related things. No, it's because this person genuinely perceives himself as a woman. It's so odd. So odd. I couldn't tell if this was just the new Yuki-san I heard about or yet another Yuki-san that had just been created. It's the new Yuki-san, but yeah, she has a point. It was hard to tell. I heard the sound of a cup falling in the other room. My mother must have knocked over the tea I made for Kimura-san.
お母
Oh
さん。
god. Oh, mother. We got the full image now, wow. So disturbing. It really is. I grabbed some tissues and wiped the oolong tea she spilled. Yeah, seriously, maybe I should have told Kimura-san to take his cup with him. It would have been kind of weird though, seeing him with a knife in one hand. It would have been kind of weird though, seeing him with a knife in one hand and a cup of tea in the other. I like that. I saw Yuki-san peering in from the other room. Yeah. When she saw my mother, there wasn't any sign of recognition on her face. Sounds like... Imagine a British visual novel killer. That would be the embodiment of it. When she saw my mother, there wasn't any sign of recognition on her face. Yeah, fair.
すみませんでした。母が少し。
Oh, excuse me. My mum just...
お母さんって
Your mother, you said?
はい。見た感じでわかると思いますけど、うちのお母さんは少し。
Yes. You can probably tell by looking. Our mother is a bit...
ご病気なの？
Is she sick?
はい。
Yes.
それより、なぜユキさんがこのうちに？兄さんだって全くこのうちには近づかないのに。
Jesus Christ, man. Isn't it just so weird? The fact that Yuki is objectively Hasaki's brother, and yet and this guy is biologically the person who is Hasaki's brother, and yet at the same time, she's saying that the brother doesn't come here. It is unusual. More importantly, why are you here at this house, Yuki-san? Even Nii-san doesn't come here.
あ、ごめん。実はこれを見てきただけだから。
Oh, sorry, I came after I saw this. She showed me some pages that she had printed out. Ah, and then I understood what happened. Yeah, this Yuki-san must have been investigating the incidents at Kita High. And she followed the clues until she ended up here. Reasonable, yeah. After that, I talked with Yuki-san a lot. As I did, I gradually figured something out. Interesting. She must have recognized me as Mamiya Takuji's little sister when she saw me in this house, because that made her worldview consistent. It would be a... Yes, exactly. Yeah, it would be a problem if the twins showed up here. So at least for now, she recognized me as Mamiya Hasaki. But she still saw me as a complete stranger. Yeah, totally. As Mamiya Takuji's little sister. That was really sad, but I was still glad that I was able to talk to Yuki-san again. Yeah, and her seeing Hasaki rather than a delusional representation of... That obviously makes it so that her worldview can be filled. She sees Hasaki in the flesh rather than that. That was really sad, but I was still glad that I was able to talk to Yuki-san again. Felt like I was talking to the same old Yuki-san. She was trying to solve the problem just like the old Yuki-san would have. Yeah, good for her. Oh, it's awful in a way, because it's as if you have somebody who... It's kind of like an experienced person in a field that then just loses all of their experience and has to start over by scratch because they lose their memories. And then this is just them doing what they would have done before. It's weird. How ironic. Yeah, she got to uncover the mystery of all of these incidents being caused by someone living in the same body as her. It's so unreal how it's possible for that to happen. It's so weird.
ごめんね。時間取らせちゃって。
Sorry for taking up your time like this.
あ、いえ、とんでもないです。
Oh no, it's not a big deal.
それじゃ。
Well then.
あの。
はい。
Yes.
すみません。なんでもないです。
Oh, excuse me. It's nothing.
なんか困ったことあったらいつでもここに来てください。
If something's ever troubling you, please come here anytime.
あ、 おう。
Sure thing.
あともし兄さんに会ったらたまに
Yeah,
ここ
that's
に来てくれ
interesting.
と
Interesting
妹が
that
言って
she
いたと伝えてください。
isn't
みんな
that
待っているから。
interesting. The fact that she tries to make it so that it just feels like from this information you could draw a totally false conclusion, which, let's be honest, everybody reading down the rabbit hole too did. And if you meet my brother, tell him his little sister asked him to stop by once in a while. We're all waiting for him.
葉咲ちゃんはお兄さんとは会ってないの？
This is wrong, man. You haven't seen your brother lately?
そうですね。
Yeah,
兄さん
yeah,
とは
exactly.
会えないみたいなんで、
No, it seems like I can't.
多分そういう呪いだから。
That's probably part of the curse.
呪い？
Curse?
なんでもありません。
Yeah, the curse of what's happened to Takuji.
とりあえず会ったら伝えておくよ。
Yeah, just in the times of the need, in the times of highest need of in the times where Hasaki has the highest need for Takuji, it's as if they cannot see each other whatsoever. It just feels like Hasaki will always have the worst fate surrounding Takuji possible, and that's the curse. Anyway, if I see him, I'll tell him what you said.
でもさ、無責任かもしれないけど、そんなことないと思うよ。
Look, I know it might not be my place to say this, but I don't think it's anything like that.
だって葉咲ちゃんみたいな可愛い妹認めたくないなんて考えられないもん。だからお
God,
兄さんだ
that's
って
gonna hit
別
her.
に認めたくないわけじゃないと思う。
After all, Hasaki-chan, I can't imagine anyone who wouldn't want to have a cute little sister like you. So I'm sure he hasn't forgotten about. Yeah, you would have thought so, but unfortunately, the real Mamiya Takuji has totally forgotten about Hasaki. Yuki.
はい。
Yes?
ゆきさんには幼なじみさんがいるんですよね。お二人。
You have a childhood friend, right? Two of them, actually.
うん。若月姉妹ね。
Oh yeah, the Wakatsuki Shimai. Oh, sisters even. I was about to say Shimai, that's hilarious. Do you like them?
何を突然。
Huh? What's this all of a sudden?
いえ、
Oh, nothing. What's she trying to do?
好きだよ。だって大切な幼なじみだもん。
Of course I like them. They've been my friends since we were little.
はい、
Okay,
ありがとうございました。
thank you.
じゃ、
So that's just kind of indirectly saying that she has. I get that she obviously doesn't see Kagami and Tsukasa as Hasaki, but at the same time, when Hasaki was initially the people, so she sees Kagami and Tsukasa on their own, even if Hasaki isn't there. But I think Hasaki being there was what started Yuki to be able to see Kagami and Tsukasa. So that gives me the impression that that's just inadvertently saying that they've been allies ever since they were little. Brother and sister have been. The brother and sister have been, and they are friends. They really, really look after each other and they have each other's back. And I think that must be something quite heartwarming for Hasaki. Yeah, see you.
Hi.
Bye. Gosh, she sounds damaged. Yeah, I wish I could tell Yuki-san everything. But I know that would be pointless. To be honest, it's not right either. You don't want somebody to... I think Yuki actually realising the truth, that would just drive her to insanity. No, it wouldn't. I think she's strong, actually. She's strong enough to comprehend it, but it's just... Is it really right to enforce something like that on somebody? I mean, I'm sorry, but you're telling somebody that their entire life is a lie. Yeah. Because the old Yuki-san that knew everything got erased, and this one replaced her. If I told this new Yuki-san everything, so she could understand it all, the result would be the same. Yeah, fair enough. The new Yuki-san would be erased too.
今のナミや拓司だよね。
Right, I'm gonna stop reading now. That was really fun, I enjoyed that a lot. It was very interesting. I think it's quite valuable just for the overall experience to see that scene within Hasaki's perspective. Painful too. Very, very painful, but let's be honest, this is a heavy story. Why would it not be painful? When are we going to learn the truth of the incident, man? I really do wonder. I feel like it's approaching. The more we learn about Kimura, and we're just going to get closer the more we learn about him. I really do wonder what's going to happen in these next few days as well. Maybe we're going to see what happens to Hasaki after July the 20th in the worst case scenario of Takuji dying. That's going to be very painful if that's the case. But, yeah, it's good. If I'm going to be honest, there's one thing that I'm finding a little bit annoying about this chapter. There's so many situations where we're just being repeatedly told stuff we already know. I just wish there was a little more we'd learn that's new, that we haven't really seen before from, for example, Kimura's investigations. That's my only problem I have with this chapter at the moment, and there's a bit too much fan service. But at the same time, it strengthens Kimura's character and our attachment for him a bit. So I suppose it's okay. It's all fine, really. Anyway, I look forward to playing tomorrow. See you guys then.